This video is for Ode to Joy, page 24 and 25 in Lesson Book Level 2A. And during this video, you may hear some sounds in the background. There is a saxophone lesson happening downstairs, so consider that a little bonus if you can hear that. Okay, so here is Ode to Joy. Okay, if you're like a lot of people, you already recognize that song, and that will make it a lot easier for you to learn this. In fact, you may already know how to play the melody of this song, what the right hand plays. And we are starting in C position here in middle C. You may notice that the rhythm sounds a little bit different. We usually play mi, re, re. Okay, and you can talk to your teacher about maybe changing that rhythm to make it sound more like what you usually have heard. So what makes this version of Ode to Joy a little interesting is that the left hand does not play chords, it plays a harmony part. The left hand comes in measure 2 with mi, re, do, fa, mi, fa, so, so. And when you put that together with the right hand, it sounds really nice. So let me show you a couple of other interesting things. In measure 17, the right hand is going to move up to a higher C position, and they warn you about that in that previous line, so make sure you notice that. Your right hand moves up. Another interesting thing is that we don't just play mi, fa, so. There are a couple extra notes. We play mi, do, fa, so. So just a little different. We do the same thing in that next line. At the end of that line, you can see that it says move lower. So you'll be going back to your original right hand position there. Okay, and then let's look at what we have at the beginning of the piece. We're learning about something called the phrase. And it says a phrase is a musical idea or thought. Let me play for you a phrase. That's certainly not the whole song, but that is one nice musical thought that all fits together. So that is our first line, and we have a phrase mark, this curvy line that connects the first line all the way to the first note to the last note of that line, because that is our musical phrase. And you see lots of phrase marks in this song. It says, think of a phrase as a musical sentence, and each note in the phrase as a word. So this is sort of like a sentence that we are saying with music, and then another sentence, and another sentence. All the way to the end, you'll see lots of phrase marks. Try not to pick your hand up in the middle of a phrase. That helps it sound like it all goes together. Okay, one last thing. We have some crescendos and some diminuendos in this piece of music to help us shape the phrase. So a lot of times a phrase will start a little softer and it will grow and get louder, and then it will diminish again toward the end and get softer. So watch out for those crescendos and diminuendos along with the other dynamic markings. Okay, good luck with this very nice version of Ode to Joy.